It's time to film my August TBR video using my TBR jar. I already filmed this video once, but unfortunately the file was corrupted and I couldn't use it. And for the 2 people that are currently watching my videos, I'm going to do it again. So the plan is to pick 6 prompts from my TBR jar, and I will use those prompts to pick out 2 books that could fit the prompt, tell you about them, and then pick whichever one I'm going to add to my TBR for August. I'm going to pick 6 prompts, 6 books. I approximately read 20 books a month, but I'm a massive mood reader, so I need to have a lot of space for that. And I'm also going to show you guys my book club book for the month, but if I can fit it into one of these prompts, I am going to do it because it's a chunker. So without further ado, let's pick out the first prompt. We're doing it all over again. Oh, and my first prompt is a free pick. So that's awesome. I'm going to pick 2 books that I really want to read, and I will be right back to you and tell you what they are about. This was honestly super easy because there are 2 books that I recently purchased. They came in the mail this week and I really want to read them. So let's see what they are. The first one is Tradwife by Saratoga Schaffer. I read an arc of her this month that was 1,000 Monstrous Forms and I really liked it. So yeah, I had to pick another book from her. This is published in 2026 and we see a trend in that at the moment with books about tradwives. I think because they are also so popular on TikTok and other channels or other social medias, and a lot of people also like to make fun of them. So I will read you a summary of the blurb that's on the back. And it says, a traditional wife influencer allows a demonic creature to impregnate her in this unnerving horror novel, perfect for fans of Night Bitch and Mary, from the author of Serial Killer Support Group. Every #Tradwife needs a baby. She'll get one at any cost. So I think this sounds really good. And yeah, I ordered it because I really want to read it. And why would I read any of the books that have been on my TBR for months when I can just buy new books and read them? So yeah, this is the first one that could fit this prompt. And the second one is The Grave Between Us by Tal Bauer. This is the second book in this duology, I think. The first one is The Murder Between Us, and I read that during my 24-hour readathon. I vlogged that for you guys, for the 2 people watching, thank you. So I will post that probably next week on Wednesday or maybe Thursday. So I will tell you what that's about in that, but I will also tell you a little bit in this, because this is the second book. I'm not going to talk about this, but the first book is about 2 FBI agents. It's an MM romance that have a kind of a one-night stand in Vegas. And then they never see each other again. They don't speak to each other again. And then suddenly they have to work the same case. One of them is out of the closet. The other one is very much in the closet. And I absolutely loved it. I ordered this one, the second one, before I even finished the first one because I loved it so much. So yeah, I really want to read this. And since this is the second book in a duology and I just read the duology, I'm going to pick this book for my first prompt. So my free pick is going to The Grave Between Us by Tal Bauer. Now I'm going to pick the next prompt. A purple one. And that says a book by an author that is new to you. So I'm going to see which books will fit that prompt, of course, or could fit that prompt, and I will be right back. These authors are both new to me, so they both could fit the prompt. Let's see what they are and which one I am gonna pick. So the first one is The Scattered Bones by Nicole Scarano. this is a fantasy standalone about a woman who has to collect the bones of her husband, all of them, and they are scattered across the world in order to get him back. So in order to reunite with him, to make him alive again, she has to collect all of his bones, and she gets help by, I guess, this guy. So yeah, I have had this one on my shelves for a while. I always love standalones. I mean, I love series, but sometimes you just want a one and done. So yeah, this sounds really good, and I'm really excited for this one. The other book that could fit this prompt is Evocation by S.T. Gibson. I have not read anything by this author yet, and this book is about a guy. He grew up with an occultist father, and he is also a psychic prodigy. And now he is grown up, an attorney, and the devil comes to collect on an ancestral deal. So this sounds really good as well. And yeah, this author is also new to me, but I am going for The Scattered Bones by Nicole Scarano because, yeah, like I said, it's been on my shelves for a while. I think I bought it in 2025. So yeah, I really want to read it. So this is the book I'm going for my second prompt. Now for the third prompt. And that says a standalone. Well, I just picked a standalone, but I don't mind going for another one. I get to pick another standalone, and these are the two books that could fit this prompt. The first one is Amid Clouds and Bones by Ella Fields. This is a standalone fantasy about Mildred, and she is betrothed to Prince Atacon, and he is diabolically mean, says on the back. And yeah, what I know about this is that this is real enemies to lovers, and I really, really like enemies to lovers. So this is a good contender. The other book that could fit this prompt is Artemis by Andy Weir. This is the writer of Project Hail Mary, which I absolutely loved. And this one is about, I'm just going to read you the blurb because it's not that long. Welcome to Artemis, the first city on the moon. Population 2,000. Mostly tourists, some criminals. Jess Basara is one of the criminals. She lives in a poor area of Artemis and subsidizes her work as a porter with smuggling contraband onto the moon. But it's not enough. So when she's offered the chance to make a lot of money, she jumps at it. Now, all she needs to do is plan the perfect crime in one of the most dangerous places in the universe and survive it. So this sounds really good as well, but I'm thinking maybe I'm going to do a fantasy standalone vlog, reading vlog. So in order to do that, I'm going to pick Amid Clouds and Bones by Ella Fields. Let's pick the next prompt. We have 3 more to go, and I really hope that I get to fit in my book club book, else we will have to read 7. And this one says, a book that fits the current season. So yeah, I don't think my book club book is set in the summer, so I will see if I have any summer books. I have one I know of, but I probably have more. And yeah, let's see if we can fit some books to fit this prompt. This was quite hard because I'm not a summer girly. I don't enjoy summer. I actually hate it. It's my least favorite season. And if I would have picked this prompt in fall, I think I could have easily grabbed 20 to 30 books off my shelves to fit the prompt. But now I found 2, I think. There are some more, but I don't want to read them, so I didn't want to take them down. But the first one is Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. It doesn't specify that this is in summer, but he's wearing a t-shirt and she's not wearing a coat. So in my head, it's summer, okay? So we're going with that. And this is about a married couple that have been married for 17 years. And they go on a week-long hiking trip to see if the spark is still there, if they still love each other, if they are still a good fit together. So yeah, you don't go hiking in another season, right? Not without jackets. So this is summer. The other book is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. So yeah, this is definitely taking place in the summer because it says it on the cover. So it's in the title. And this one is about a man and a woman. They meet when they are 17, when Alice spends one summer at the cottage with her grandmother, and she meets Charlie one time. Then years later, I think. Yeah, years later. Yeah, so years later, she goes back to Barry's Bay and they meet again. And yeah, it's a romance, so they probably end up together. I mean, that's pretty much a given. So yeah, a friend of mine gifted me this book, and I said I wanted to read until summer to read it. If I don't read it in August, I'm going to wait another year to read it. And I don't want to do that because someone gifted me this. So I'm picking One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune for the prompt that of the books that fits with the current season. Now let's see if we can pick a prompt to fit in my book club book, because that's a really big book. And now I have to choose a book with less than 300 pages. My book club book is not less than 300 pages. It's around 700, I think. Again, we had a big book last month and now we have a big book again. But okay, I will find some books to fit this prompt and I will be right back. I found two books. This one has 300 pages and this one I already talked about. It has 301 pages and it counts because this is my account and I make the rules. So Avocation is again a contender for this prompt. The other book is Alive in Wales by Bailey Hanna. This is a cowboy versus city girl. I love cowboy romances. They are easy, fun reads to read in between massive fantasy books and stuff like that. But I really want to read Avocation, and this was actually on my TBR in the video that got corrupted. So I'm going to pick this one because I already decided that I was going to read it this month, and now I really do want to do that. So yeah, this is the book that I'm picking for this prompt. Now let's see if the TBR gods are going to be very nice to me and make me pick a prompt that I can fit my book club book in. And this one says continue a series. So that's not going to fit my book club book because my book club book is the start of a series. So I'm going to see if there are any series I'm in the middle of. Spoiler alert, there are. And see if I can fit some books to fit this prompt. I actually have one physical book to fit the prompt and one Kindle book. And I usually do these TBR videos because I'm trying to get my physical TBR down, which is going disastrous because every time I get it down, I buy more books and it goes up to the same number or even higher. But since I'm also reading my book club book, and that means that I will be reading at least 6 physical books, I thought I would include this one Kindle book because I really, really want to read it. It came out yesterday and it's Daybreak by Autumn Woods. It's the second book after Nightshade. And yeah, I really love that book. It's a dark academia romance in a college setting. And the ending was quite a cliffhanger. So that's the first contender for continuous series. The other one is a book that I also really need to read. And that is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I need to read this book and the next book in Crescent City before Avatar 6 comes out, because it might have spoilers, I heard. So I really, really need to read this book, but it's big. The other one is big as well, and my book club book is big as well. So I want to have the option to pick this up, but I don't want to force myself by putting it on my TBR. So I'm going to pick Daybreak by Autumn Woods, and I hope I'm picking this up without it being on my TBR because I really need to. And I will show you guys my book club book. The book club book for this month is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I am going to cry my eyes out reading this. I already know this, and I'm looking forward to it because I love that. It is a very big book. It's the first book in the Boys of Thommen, and I also decided that I want to read and annotate this. I've never annotated a book before, but I think this is a good one to start with, even though it's really big and annotating it will take me longer to read it, but I'm going to try. So yeah, let's recap all the books we have on this TBR. On my August TBR, I have The Grave Between Us by Tal Bauer, The Scattered Bones by Nicole Scarano, Amid Clouds and Bones by Ella Fields, One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune, Avocation by Esty Gibson, Daybreak by Autumn Woods, and Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. So that's my TBR. Please, if you have a fun TBR planned, share it in the comments because I'm always looking for ways to extend my TBR even more than it already is. Thank you to the 2 people that are watching my videos. I appreciate you a lot. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see any more of my videos. And that's all for today. I will see you in my next video.